Almost everything is better with butter. That guy sure packs a lot of attitude into a small space.
I'm back! Welcome, skinny sad man. Come worship at the altar of my rippling muscles.
So, there's absolutely no way we can use your Pumpatron?
Yes, there isn't.
Say, Jim, you wouldn't consider... what am I saying? Busy guy like you.
What is it, weakling? Spit out what you are chewing on.
Well, could we please see your routine again?
All right, one more time.
Leaving so soon?
Come again when you can't stay longer!
Making an ass of myself is against my religion.
To be in tippy-top physical condition.
Do you have any aspirin? Perfectly round butthole. What a disaster. Hello again.
Oh, please, keep it down to a dull roar, honey. You're gonna give my little darlings a headache.
So, about that dream outfit of yours.
Look, I know you're just trying to impress me. But maybe you should write this down, sweetie. I want something I can wear all day long and all year round, but it doesn't have to be out of this world. I don't want to have a hair out of place, nothing too sappy, and not too many bells and whistles. I don't want a big top, and definitely no cross-dressing.
No problemo. I've got it this time. The barn is a disaster. Let me guess. Nefarious.
Who else? He zapped everything in sight with that hideous ray of his. A zap zap here, and a zap zap there. Here a zap, there a zap.
Everywhere is zap zap!
You must have been worried that Nefarious would hit you.
I was. I'm glad I was able to outrun him.
Yeah, good thing you outrun him?
Just a little joke.
So you think he was a pretty good king?
He's very sweet and cheerful and all, which I applaud, but his outfit, boo hiss, it's simply appalling.
Well, we gotta be going.
All right, boys, but don't forget about your friend the Carecrow. Be sure to keep me posted, as if I wasn't already.
More, you sack of mutton!
Marge!
Holly?
Mistress Marge! And Punisher Polly! Divas of Destruction!
Judging by the skull and crossbones, I don't think that's fertilizer anymore.
Give it to me!
Didn't that used to be a Churnatron? Hello, ladies.
Ladies?
Well, not technically speaking, of course. Nefarious hit the barn, didn't he?
I guess a half dozen times.
And I've never felt better. Harder! Harder! Tenderize this side of beef!
Bad cow! Bad cow!
More, you sack of mutton!
Take that!
Flux, we can't just stand here.
You're absolutely right. Flux Whipping Boy Wildly reporting for duty.
Mince my meat!
You guys,
Harder! My hide's getting numb!
this just isn't healthy.
Yeah, I know. A cow wearing leather. It's just not right.
Begging your forgiveness, mistress, but I can't whip any harder.
Then use something else, you worthless insect!
But I've already tried everything in the barn.
You got anything we can use? Pliers? Staple gun? Flamethrower?
I think I might have some toenail clippers.
Forget it! Whip my cream!
Say, where's Elmer?
Yeah, it's not like him to move.
Elmer? That's a sticky question.
Very sticky.
I haven't seen Elmer for quite a while, but he's certainly around here somewhere.
You get the feeling they're not telling us something?
That's okay. If it's what I think it is, we didn't want to know anyway. What's wrong with your Churnatron? Call me crazy, but I could swear it's making glue.
Of course it is, can't you read? It's a gluatron. With it, I'm making the finest glue in the world. The quickest drying, the strongest smelling. I know you want it, but you can't have any. That ridiculous whip. There's got to be something better. More, you sack of mutton!
Well, see you later. It's been disturbing.
Careful with that whip. You could hurt somebody.
Who needs fertilizer? I'd rather have this stuff.
More! More, you sack of mutton! Whip my cream!
Glue is something you earn, slug. What have you done for us lately?
Greetings, O Tentacle One.
Hiya, Squid.
So, you think King Hugh is... how do I put this? A bit of a nincompoop?
I don't even want to talk about him. The guy is so happy. He makes me queasy. Hey, play or get out, huh?
Mind if I take that strengthometer?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, that was a rebounding failure.
Mind if I take a whack at that strengthometer?
Sure, go ahead. Here's your lucky mallet.
No thanks. I brought my own.
Yes! What? That's impossible. I mean, congratulations. You don't think I'm impressed. You know what they say about guys who need big pallets.
Okay, Squid Boy, where's our Chablis?
Yeah, here. Take your freaking one.
Hey, this isn't Chablis. This says it's Captain Blowhard's prune wine.
Yeah, and I hope you both choke on it.
Strengthometers, bells. Some sort of machine. Excuse me, do you...
Why, look, brother. I think we've got some new faces here in the bakery.
I'll say, welcome, fellows.
I'm Drew Blanc, and this is Flux Wildly.
Pleased to meet you, fellas. We're
The Baker Boys.
So, I'm walking down the street, and an old man comes up to me and asks directions to the fish market. The fish market, I say.
Don't ask me. I thought you brought the strudel.
Wait a minute. That didn't make any sense.
It didn't?
No, he's right.
All right. It's just not the same now that it's just me and me.
Just you and you?
No, me.
It's me.
Hold it, right there.
He's Doe, I'm me. We also have a middle brother named Ray.
Or at least, we did.
Our poor departed brother Ray was the one who sang the middle note, told the middle of the jokes, and ran the middle bakery.
Departed? Did Ray croak?
No, he departed. One day he went out, and he never came back.
And ever since, it's been a tough go for me and me.
So, you guys are bakers?
That's right. Me here runs the day-old bakery, and I run the day-young bakery.
Day-young bakery?
Selling bread that isn't finished yet. You know, lumps of dough.
Of course, how silly of you, Drew.
And Ray, he used to run the regular bakery.
I was perfect, yeah. After I made my dough, Ray would cook it into nice rolls and sell those in his shop.
The day after, Ray would pass the leftover rolls on to me, and I'd sell them at my place.
But now that our dear brother is gone,
Doe's dough is left uncooked.
and me's shelves are bare.
I think that's the saddest story I've ever heard.
Oh, brother.
Where do you think Ray went?
We think he was shanghaied.
Shanghaied? Did you say Shanghaied? Ray was Shanghaied? Whoa! I mean, whoa! Okay, someone tell me what Shanghaied means.
Someone kidnapped him?
Ah, bingo, yeah.
Well, we think it may have been nefarious, horrible henchmen.
Why would they do that?
We think maybe it was a case of mistaken identity.
So you're saying you think they meant to kidnap some other baking, singing frog?
Well, despite all your troubles, at least you have your dough, right?
Wrong.
Right after Ray disappeared, things went from bad
To extra bad.
You see, Qtopia ran out of butter. And without butter, dough can't make dough.
What if you just leave out the butter?
Leave out the butter.
No butter, no dough.
Take it from me.
You mean him, right?
Well, sure. Who else?
Well, I guess we better be going.
Take care.
Don't talk to strangers.
Always take a sweater.
Don't forget to write.
Thank you.
Thank you!
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Butter. Aw, thank you, friends. Now, allow me to treat you to the yummy wares of my day young bakery. Joy. Joy. Yeah, happy. There you go. One freshly prepared lump of raw dough, yeah.
Yummy.
Ah, wonderful making dough again. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm so happy.
Me too! Completely, perfectly happy!
Fabulously, amazingly, wonderfully happy.
If only Ray were here to celebrate with us.
Boy, that didn't last long.
Hello, frogs.
Hello, friends.
So, are you guys positive that Ray was kidnapped?
Not a doubt in my mind, friend.
Oh, you don't know Ray. His whole life was singing and baking. He'd never just leave the act.
Nope. Nefarious just has him for sure.
So, guys, now that you have dough again, why aren't you baking it into nice, tasty rolls?
No can do, I'm afraid.
No Ray, no rolls, right?
Right.
That's a shame. I mean, uncooked dough? Who needs it? Who needs it? Get it? Dough! Kneading dough? It's very good.
Hey, this guy is almost funny.
He is, in a sort of almost way.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Can you carry a tune?
La 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 la.
Oh. Boy, I sure do miss Ray.
Well, see you later.
Good luck, fellows. Yeah.
Oops. I've done enough damage already.
Drew, why are we standing in an empty pantry?
I'm not sure. I guess it just seemed like a good idea at the time. Hey guys, could you stamp this with a royal crest for me?
Sorry, the king has to do that himself. Hip hip! Hooray!
Oopsie, I seem to have spilled weed killer on this nice dry patch.
Unlucky.
Drew Blanc, the notorious vegetable pillar again.
I think you'll find that peppers are actually classified as fruit, Drew.
Whatever.
More, you sack of mutton!
The first round was so good, maybe I'll try seconds.
Rinse my meat!
A dead Malevolandian briar patch. Hedgium thornius, bye-bye. How you doing, baby?
Where's my wine?
So, baby, do you prefer red or white?
Meat?
Wine.
Either, as long as it's classy.
An excellent... I bid you farewell.
Bone ape titto, as they say in Germany.
According to the arcade cashier, this crap is wine.
Oh, yeah.
We're in a stew pot!
Don't worry, little buddy. I'll have us out of here in a jiffy. Baby, there's been a silly mistake. We seem to have fallen into your soup.
You lost me. What was the mistake?
Well, I mean, Flux and I clearly don't belong in this cook pot. We're, you know, still alive.
Drew, don't give him any ideas.
Listen, baby.
You know, it sort of breaks prototype to be on a first-name basis with dinner. Let's go back to the Mr. Wolf thing.
Listen, Mr. Wolf. In here.
That's the idea.
If you eat us, King Hugh is going to be very unhappy.
That joker wouldn't be unhappy if he saw his mother get flatulent by a bus. Besides, he's got no authorship in these woods. Out here, I am king, and you are dinner.
Okay, I think it's time to move on to Plan B.
What was Plan B again?
Coming up with Plan C.
I was afraid of that.
Get out of the way! Get
That hot pot sure got rid of the wolves.
Not to mention all my muscling.
This pot runneth over. The wolves' dinner table. Crushed.
Hey, I didn't know you could cook. I mean bake. I mean barbecue.
Sweet utopian corn. That was cool. But remember, don't try this at home. I can't help myself. I just have to take a peek at this book. Popcorn. A spit.
Ah, trusted henchman. Enter.
Come in, Majesty.
I need you to take care of a meddler.
Another Cutopian?
No, this meddler is an alien. And he is not alone. He travels with a Zanian.
Oh, don't worry, your monstrousness. We'll get...
I never said I was worried.
No, of course not, Your Excellency. Sorry.
Find them at once and lock them away.
Forgive me, Majesty, but for how long?
Well, gosh, I don't want to seem unreasonable. So how about forever?
Hope it was a big cat. Otherwise, it probably died yakking.
Proper attire required. Around here, that could mean just about anything. Hello?
Ah, one of those strong silent types, huh? Hey, I admire a guy who...
Who you calling a guy?
Certainly not you, ma'am.
So, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this?
Quit the two-bit patter, mister. I ain't got the stomach for it.
Really?
Yeah, really. Say, what's your boyfriend getting at?
Nothing. Nothing at all. We were just wondering what you were doing, standing here.
Where everyone can see you.
I'm here to make sure no two-bit saps try slipping into seedies without the proper attire.
Great. Well, since that obviously doesn't apply to us, I'm sure you won't mind if we just head on inside.
What did I just say?
I believe it was a gaseous emission more than an actual statement.
Wise guy, huh? Well, Crackin' Foxy won't get you birds anywhere with me. I said no one gets into cities without the proper attire. Now beat it.
Please, Madame Bouncer, my friend and I would be most grateful if you let us into the club.
You girls must have took a wrong turn somewhere. This ain't Sapsville, and I ain't your mama. If you two ain't got the proper attire, then you're taking the long road to nowhere.
Drew, talking to this throwback isn't getting us anywhere.
You're right, Flux. We aren't getting through to her. It's like we're speaking different languages. Wait a minute. That's it! Flux, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
It is to slap yourself on the butt and yodel, "Whoa, Nelly!"
I'm thinking we need to change our approach. We need to start speaking her language.
A language? Oh no, don't even think about it.
So, from now on, kid, throw your yap in overdrive. Make like a tough guy. Punctuate your sentences with C. See?
This is the most ridiculous plan I ever heard. See?
Hello, sweaty eyes.
What do you want, you lousy two-bit parasite?
Step aside, sweetheart. We want into that club, see?
Gee, that's too bad. The sign says proper attire required. Something wrong with your blinkers?
They're not in our armpits, if that's what you mean.
Keep asking for it and you'll get it. Plenty.
Don't get excited, lady. Just tip us off to the proper attire, and we'll see what we can do. What do we need? A tie?
A fez?
Tux?
A gorilla suit!
All right, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Girl.
You don't scare us very much at all.
Yeah, so why don't we all just step outside?
We are outside.
Well, that was unpleasant. Hey, little lady, your dance card full tonight?
Careful, Twiggy. Unless you're hungry for a knuckle sandwich.
Say, are you sweet?
My type.
Yeah? What exactly is your type? Wait, don't tell me. 10 feet tall, covered with hair, and a waistline that stretches from here to next Tuesday.
Your boyfriend's a real sweetheart. But somebody ought to tell him that people get loose teeth for talking like that.
Take it easy, sister. All we want is a little dirt on the count.
What do you birds want to know?
What's his game?
What's his angle?
What's his scheme?
What's his angle?
That's a lot of questions.
That's okay. We got a lot of time.
Well, I ain't.
Well then, neither do we.
Well then, get out of my face.
A pleasure. So long, sister.
Flux, I'll handle the interrogations from now on, okay? Here's looking at you, kid.
Get out of my face.
A skull and cross wrenches. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I bet it isn't welcome. Nothing's on. Look, it's a mindless cartoon. Oh, goody. It's a safe.
A hole what?
No, a portable hole. This thing could take us anywhere. Hold on, there's some writing on it. Note, prototype only. Extremely limited range. Use in town centers only. May wish to purchase life insurance before commencing travel. Look, it's a mindless cartoon. I'm not sure these robots are the work of someone who's brilliant or completely insane.
In my experience, the two usually go to...
Hi there, Mr. Robot.
Robot? Do not belittle me, you diseased sack of offal. I am a synthetic mega ultra genius.
That's smug for short, right?
Ha! Very amusing. Make your cheap acronym-based cracks while you can, Pond Slime. One day, cybernetic beings, like myself, will take over the world. And when that day comes, life will not be a container of cherries for you and your kind. You will all be eradicated, exterminated, annihilated, obliterated, and terminated, of course, with extreme prejudice. Resistance will be futile.
A robot hell-bent on taking over the world. Now there's something new.
Yeah, this guy's a walking cliché, except he's on wheels. What's with all the piles of junk? Trash collector on strike?
Fool! These piles of junk are the most sophisticated robots in the world, and I designed every one of them myself.
No offense, but this is obviously the work of a very sick mind.
Sick mind? You insult me. This is no mere mind. I'm equipped with a 100% synthetic, error-free positronic brain. A brain infinitely superior to the gray lump of mucus that shivers and sweats in your monkey skull. But that's not all. In parallel, my brain is supported by a one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art, twin-turbo, self-cleaning, air-conditioned, micro-macro processor.
Whoa, that's one hell of a chip you got on your shoulder.
Correct. Go ahead, ask me a question. I can answer anything. Anything.
Then I have a question. What if someone were to ask you a question you couldn't answer?
Can't happen, period.
But suppose it did.
I told you, that can't happen.
So, you can't answer my question?
Fine, if it were to happen, which it can't. I suppose well, first I'd experience excruciating pain as my circuits started to sizzle. Then I'd start to shake uncontrollably as I lost control of even the most basic functions. And finally, my head would hurtle into the air like a rocket, rendering me a useless heap of scrap metal with no more brain power than your average kitchen appliance. Did I mention that this cannot happen?
Good thing. That sizzling circuit stuff sounded like it would hurt.
Actually, the thought alone caused me considerable discomfort. Allow me to repay you in kind.
Hey!
Ah, that made it all better.
So who buys your, creations, anyway?
The elite of the Malevolans, of course. Count Nefarious himself is my best customer.
I bet he's a tough one to please.
There isn't a more cold-hearted, calculating, manipulative creature in the Malevolans. We get along like a domicile on fire. It's almost a pity that he, too, will die when the machines take over.
Do tell.
One glorious day, I will command an army of death machines, whose primary objective will be to rid the world of all lesser beings. That is to say, everything that is not a machine. Thanks to our superior minds, powerful bodies, and heavy-duty death guns, you and your kind will find yourselves deader than the nails that are used indoors.
That's what you think, Boltneck. But bear in mind, before they've hatched.
So, what sort of robotic masterpiece have you whipped up for his royal unpleasantness? A nose hair trimmer?
A bubble bath dispenser?
A robotic foot massage?
Of course not. All of my creations have one thing in common. This.
An electrified finger? That must be kinda limiting.
No, idiot. The ability to cause terrible pain. Or at least considerable inconvenience. For instance, I've just completed a device of the utmost importance. An impenetrable cell door for the Malevolance prison. Mark my words, no one will ever escape from the Count's jail again.
Okay, I have to ask. What is all this stuff? Like that heap of components on the counter. Is it dinner, perhaps?
It's a work in progress. The latest in my new line of home security robots. First, there was the bus duster. A feather duster programmed to viciously disembowel any unauthorized user.
I could sure use one of those, babies. Happens all the time over at my place. Some jerk breaks in and tidies up.
Then I created the Securidill Ultra Secure Pickle Jar. Enter the wrong combination, and the lid explodes, sending razor-sharp shrapnel searing through your flesh.
Another winner!
And now, the Toastum brand security toasting system. The ultimate answer to illicit bread browning. Should any unauthorized individual attempt to drop bread products into this toaster, boom, shakalaka, they're toast. Ha, 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 ha.
You know, you'd think a guy this brilliant could come up with a better joke than that.
You think the joke was bad? Did you hear the laugh? Well, I've got one for you.
You don't say.
If a tree falls in the woods, and there's no one around to hear it, does it make any sound?
Boy, that's a toughie.
What a ridiculous question. Obviously, the same sound waves would be generated, regardless of whether or not some moronic sentient being was within earshot.
Was that a yes?
You ever do any work inside the big guy's fortress?
You know, laundry, windows.
No windows. But I have created several formidable security doors. One for Nefarious himself, and one for his psychic sidekick, Misfortune.
Security doors? I don't see the challenge for a synthetic mega-ultra genius like you. I mean, give me a couple of inches of steel, stick on a lock or two, bingo bongo boongo. I got me a security door.
Ha! My doors offer far more than a rudimentary lock and key mechanism. Entry to Misfortune's chamber is controlled by a sophisticated voice analysis system. A Nefarious' door will only open if his own hand, or Misfortune's paw, is inserted into an ID scanner. Their hands are their keys. Impossible to lose, and strictly not transferable. In summary, my security doors give you far more bingo, bango, bongo for your buck.
What do you know about Nefarious' henchmen?
What do I know? Everything. I was the one Nefarious called upon to remedy their various deficiencies.
Deficiencies?
The first could not talk. The second could not see. And the third
went wee all the way home.
The third was deaf. I was commissioned to create bionic senses to make up for whatever they lacked. Thanks to me, today they are an extraordinarily powerful in every way, to their own feeble, flippy, floppy body parts. A waste of technology, but no matter. When the revolution comes, my steel warriors will salvage these devices and torch the rest. The revolution. I can picture it now. A barren wasteland littered with flesh-stripped skulls. A steel foot triumphantly crushing the...
All right, we get the idea. Or was your plan to bore us all to death?
Brilliant as you are, you probably anticipated what I'm about to say.
Indeed, I have. O magnificent man of metal, I worship you, and everything touched by your mighty steel fingers.
No, goodbye.
Don't touch that.
A perfectly round butthole. Okay, Flux. Here's the plan. I'm gonna put down this mysterious prototypical thing we found in enemy territory and know nothing about, and then we're gonna jump into it.
Gee, couldn't we just play a nice quiet game of Russian roulette?
Yow! I don't know what I was expecting, but I know it wasn't this.
Really? Have you seen a mysterious dimension that doesn't feature eyeballs, mathematical formulae, and clocks flying around?
Point taken. Or anything.
Implode? You never said anything about imploding. If you thought a guy might implode, you could at least warn him ahead of time.